Hello, and welcome to Time Between Times Storytelling with me, Owen Staton. Gosh, my friends, it's getting cold out there. The wheel of the year is starting to turn. Winter is starting to fall. The nights grow dark, the days grow short. But the time of tales is upon us. So sit back, relax. Let your imagination wander for just a few moments as we journey into the realm of fairy. Welcome, my friends, to the time between times, the time when it's neither night nor day, but the sun has gone and the sky is grey. Welcome to the time when the veil between the fairy world and our world is wafer thin. So thin that for a few moments, just a few moments, you can reach into their realm. And for a few moments, they can reach into ours. Now is the time that people see lights in the sky. Now is the time that people see ghosts. Now is the time that people see the Tylwyth Teg. Sit back, my friends. Let all your worries wash away and join me at the fire pit in the heart of the forest. Far away we can hear the howl of wolves, we can hear the growl of bears, but we know we are safe, right here, right now, at the time between times. Let me take you back many years and far away to Cornwall, to the place called Truro. There is an old standing stone, and there is a tale associated with that stone going back centuries. You see, many years ago when the world was much younger than it is now, there lived a boy nearby with his mother. The boy was called Christopher, and Christopher would spend the day picking wild flowers to sell in the market. His mother always watched out for him, and out of the kitchen window she could see him all the time. But on this day, many years ago, at this time of year, when the time between times is long and the days are becoming shorter, he went out to pick those flowers. He walked out into the fields and she could see him from afar. The day went on. The year was starting to turn. The flowers were becoming less. And at the time between times, his mother expected a little knock at the door for his return to have come. But on this night, it did not happen. She looked outside the window. The dusk was starting to fall. There was no sign of Christopher. She called his name, Christopher, Christopher, until it echoed through the land. Then she ran to the next farm and gathered help. There they went into Truro, and many people came out to try and find Christopher. The night grew dark. The wind grew strong. The calls on the wind were lost. All through the night the people called, but of him there was no sign. Eventually the day broke, and the next day more people joined with horses and dogs. But still, Christopher was not seen. On the third day, just as the sun was starting to break, a lone shepherd was making his way out to his flock of sheep when he came to the standing stone. And there underneath it, sleeping, was the young boy, Christopher, safe and unharmed. They brought him back to his house, they sat him at a table and they made him food, and the young boy was confused, thinking he had only been away for a couple of moments and was due to return home in an hour or so. But that, of course, was not the case. He said that he had been picking the wild flowers and daydreaming, when suddenly he noticed strange stars in the sky. And then, even though it was dusk, he heard a bird singing, calling to him from the woods nearby. Stepping after the bird song, he walked to the edge of the forest, looked back to his house, saw the candles being lit in his mother's window and knew he would return home soon, and took a step into the forest. Immediately, when he was in the eaves of the woods, the stars fell from the sky and joined him in the forest. swirling round him like flies. But still he wandered. These beautiful stars followed him. The bird song grew stronger and stronger, until at the heart of the forest he came across a clearing. And there each star landed on the ground and turned into a pixie. The Tylwyth Teg had come. They danced around him until one stepped forward and took him by the hand. From there they led him to a cave through forest and field. Inside that cave were crystal pillars stretch into the sky. There was treasure unfound, and they fed him the purest honey. He danced with the fairies until he felt he could dance no more, and then more honey was fed, until eventually he lay down and slept. His next memory was being awoken by the shepherd. The people were astounded by his tale, until he opened his hand, and in his hand was a bright blue crystal. With that crystal, he was able to build a great house where he and his mother could live, and he spent his days there. But with that, he began to search for the cave where the Tylwyth Teg had taken him all those years before. And every day he searched, and every day he could not find it, until eventually he died. And on his lips, as he lay on his deathbed, was the words, "I want to dance again." Ever since that time, and that is many hundreds of years, the land around Truro is associated with the Tylwyth Teg, and even to this day, people travel there to find this portal to the other world. If it has been found, we do not know. But people are still searching. Maybe you will be one. I myself would love to give it a try. A great old tale, my friends. One of those fairy tales that were told at the fire pit at the heart of the forest many years ago, and today I choose to tell it to you. I hope you enjoy my storytelling. If you do, please look at the Time Between Times podcast. I release a tale every week and some mindful listens for you to sit back, relax, and just enjoy a tale traditionally told. I also co-host another podcast called Spectre of the Sea. Give that a try as well. Owenstaton@aol.com is my email should you wish to chat or suggest any tales. Speaking to the screen can sometimes feel a little lonely. And you may follow me on Twitter @OwenSGriffiths. I also have a Patreon, patreon.com/Owenstaton7. There are some offers on there should you wish to take them up. Thank you for joining me here. Take care, my friends, and always know there is a place for you here, even at the heart of the forest. Oops, I am being summoned by the bells and the singing of the nightingale. No star. Take care.